Based on the expression faster than the shake of a lamb's tail, we'll define one shake as equaling 2.5 times 10 to the fourth negative fourth seconds. If a car travels at 55 miles per hour, what is its speed in centimeters per shake? All right. This is a little bit unusual. You've been given two numbers, both of which are relationships. The question then becomes, which one are you wanting to start with? Well, you're wanting to get to a final value that's in centimeters per shake, or distance over time, because shake here is being defined as a unit of time. Therefore, if we look at our starting values, we're given a starting value that relates distance to time as well. So we're going to use that as our starting value. Now, if we were to write 55 miles per hour out as a relationship, we'd write it 55 miles equals 1 hour. And that's how I'm actually going to start my line. I'm going to start my line with my divided unit. $55 miles over 1 hour. And let's start with the part that's a little bit new to most people. We're wanting to change both the top and the bottom units, right? We have miles, we have hours. Let's do the part that's new to us first. Let's get rid of those bottom units. I have hours on the bottom. The place where I would cancel them out, the cancel out position is actually on top. So I have hours on the bottom, so I'm going to place hours on the top so that they cancel out. What do I know the relationship between? Well, I have a relationship up here that says a shake is equal to 2.5 times 10 to the negative fourth seconds. So if I can change hours into seconds, then I can get to shakes. So let's go about this. If you know that there are 3,600 seconds in an hour, good for you. You can do it in one step, but I'm going to pretend we don't know that. So we're just going to go 1 hour is 60 minutes. So I've placed hours where they cancel out, which now gives me units of miles over minutes, because I haven't touched my miles yet. So we now need to get rid of minutes. So I have minutes on the bottom, so I'm going to place minutes on top so they cancel out. I know the relationship between minutes and seconds. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So now I've canceled out my minutes, and I'm left with units of miles over seconds. I now want to get rid of seconds because I'm wanting shakes. I'm going to place seconds where they'll cancel out up on top, placing them opposite, right? Then I know the relationship between shakes and seconds. According to this relationship, one shake is 2.5 times 10 to the negative fourth seconds. So I've now canceled out seconds, and I have units of miles per shake. Now I just need to get rid of my miles. So I'm placing my miles where they'll cancel out. I need to get to centimeters. You're not required to memorize any English to metric conversion. If you go to your homework program and you click one of those tables things, they'll pull up a table for you to look it up with. I don't have that table handy with me in this program here. So I'm just going to go to Google and ask the relationship between kilometers and miles. And they're telling me that 1 kilometer equals 0.621 miles. So I know that 0.621 miles, I'm going to place miles where they cancel out, right? I've got miles all the way up here. I can cancel them out because division is commutative. So even though they're far apart, they're still able to cancel each other out. So I'm canceling out my miles, even though they're that far apart. 0.62 miles is equivalent to 1 kilometer. I've now managed to move to metric. So I have kilometers per shake. Now I need to get rid of kilometers. I know the relationship between kilometers and meters. 10 to the third meters. I'm in 1 kilometer. I don't want meters. Whoops. I've canceled out my kilometers. I now have units of meters per shake. I need to get rid of meters, so I place them where they cancel out. I want centimeters. I know that 1 centimeter is 10 to the negative second meters. And hey, I've canceled out my meters. And if we look at my remaining units, shake and centimeters, that's exactly what the problem's asking for. So now it's just a matter of multiplying everything on top and dividing through by everything on the bottom. And when I do that, I'm going to get 55 divided by 60 divided by 60 times 2.5 EE negative 4 divide by 0.621 times 1 times 10 to the third divided by 10 to the negative second, and your calculator gives you an amazing lie. Your calculator tells you 0.615047 centimeters per shake. So now we need to do our sig figs. We've got 2 sig figs in our 55 miles per hour. This is an exact relationship. This is an exact relationship. This is measured, our shakes to seconds. So that has 2 sig figs, that 2.5. This is actually measured at 3. And then the others are exact. So our least number of sig figs is 2. So we should only have 2 sig figs in our answer. 1, 2. Round on the basis of that 5, giving us a final answer of 0.62 centimeters per shake. Quick little postscript here. Your book used a slightly different conversion factor for kilometers to miles, and therefore they actually had it round to 0.61. Now, on a written exam, I would have just counted either one of those right and kept moving because they're only differing in that last significant figure. However, computer programs are stupid. They're doing basic field match. So make sure you realize the computer program actually wants at 0.61 as opposed to 0.62. Just a heads up there in case you're going to blindly punch in the answer.